Got another one in. That makes us 6 for old Pasty here.
6 for old Pasty.
6 gerbils through the tube. We're going full gear.
Full Richard gear.
You never go full Richard gear.
I have a feeling most of the people listening to us are too young to even know that reference.
It's like the original meme, man.
I love it.
The best part is that Eminem Curtain Call, his greatest hits collection that has FAC on it, where he does the Richard Gere thing. It's still like charting top plays on iTunes all these years later because it's like the best of era of his career. And so, yeah, people are still learning that song. FAC is a great song.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Beef Sticks Podcast.
Yes!
I am Fat Mac, your favorite something else.
The other meat. Tofurkey, we call it.
Tofurkey.
Fat Mac.
We're just something else.
Yes.
At least according to the government.
It's going to be a crazy weekend for wrestling. I guess I got caught off guard. I didn't even realize New Japan had one coming up, but I do believe I'm locked and loaded for this entire weekend. It's always...
Well, they just finished up their G1 Climax, which accumulates with the Power Struggle event every year. And, there's some good ones. There's some good ones coming up on that. That whole... not only does that whole card look good, and they may or may not add matches, but there's not a single, 6-man or 8-man in the card, which is crazy for New Japan.
That is weird for New Japan, yeah.
In fact, I don't even think that there's a tag team in the card. There might be, but I don't think... No, there isn't.
No, all singles.
There's a single tag team, so... Yeah. It's going to be a good one. This is going to be a fun week. It's going to be hard to try to get everything in with everything going on. They're both on Saturday, AEW Full Gear and New Japan Power Struggle. So Saturday night, Sunday, it's going to be busy times.
Yes. Let's just hope that this isn't a sign that AEW and New Japan won't be working together in the future.
There's a back and forth that I'm sick of hearing about.
CM Punk.
That's another one.
Yep. Oh, we should come up with a top 10 worst things we're sick of hearing at the end of this year. That'll be great. Last show of the year, let's do that.
Yeah, I like that. Write that down.
Yes. Ooh.
Oh. Well, Pasty, got some big news this week. Actual real big trademark news instead of just filler trademark news. It's the top of the show. You want to bring everybody up to date on what's been going on in the legal news?
Oh, hell yeah. WWE filed a cancellation notice with the United States Patent and Trademark Office on Tuesday, surrendering the Cody Rhodes trademark. Cody had filed for the Cody Rhodes trademark earlier this year. However, WWE opposed the trademark at that time, despite it expiring. During the final segment of this week's AEW Dynamite, Cody cut a promo in which he spoke about going to war with the Empire and coming out victorious. You're looking at the man, the superstar who left the Empire, went to war, and actually won. And that pisses a lot of people off. Because the truth that I speak contradicts the lies that a lot of people live. After Dynamite went off the air, Cody said, "As of this morning, I no longer just have one name. Whether Justin Roberts says it or not, it feels really good to be Cody Rhodes again." Now that WWE has filed a cancellation notice for the trademark, Cody has the proper leverage for his ring name, and he now has until January 2021 to update his filing. I bet he waits till the last fucking minute, too.
Right. I love how he's like, I went to war and won. It's like, dude, their trademark expired and then they canceled it. Good for you, buddy.
Right. And didn't he say, like, at the beginning of AEW, he could use the name Cody Rhodes if he wants because it's his name?
Yep.
He just chooses not to.
Yeah, he said, no, I'd rather just be called Cody because he didn't want to piggyback off his dad's name. Too late.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, Cody. We love AEW, but you just...
Oh, I love Cody.
Long shadow.
You're speaking for yourself right now, my friend. I love Cody, and I'm looking forward to him versus Darby Allin, even though it's a match we've already seen. I think those. I think I said it in the beginning. I think those two are going to be tied together throughout AEW's lifetime.
Oh yeah, I have no problem with seeing 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of them. You know,
Fuck yeah,
that's perfectly fine. And something I could watch over and over and over again, Pasty, also happened this week in pro wrestling history.
Yes.
That happened on November 6th, 1994, when AAA in Mexico, Puerto Rico's IWC, and World Championship Wrestling presented When Worlds Collide from the Los Angeles Sports Arena in Los Angeles, California. In a side note, Mike Tenay made his commentary debut on this show. That's a fun little fact. Amazingly, despite its increased awareness in Lucha Libre since the show, this remains the one and only AAA pay-per-view event to take place in the United States. That's hard to believe, but true.
That is crazy.
The show was voted the best major wrestling card of 1994 by Wrestling Observer newsletter readers. And it is a hell of a card. Maybe some names folks don't know and some they do, but we had a minis match featuring Mascarita Sagrada and Octagoncito beating Especarito and Jarrito Estrada. We also had Fuerza Guerrero, Madonna's boyfriend, and Psychosis defeat Heavy Metal, Latin Lover, and Rey Mysterio Jr. In an IWC AAA interpromotional match, we've seen Two Cold Scorpio, the Pegasus Kid, as we know as the murderer Chris Benoit, and Tito Santana defeated Blue Panther, Jerry Estrada, and the original La Parca, who now goes by L.A. Park. We also had El Hijo del Santo and Octagon defeat Los Gringos Locos, which were Eddie Guerrero and Love Machine. Of course, Love Machine was Art Barr. That match was a 2-1 in a best-of-3 falls hair versus mask match.
Damn.
The falls were double elimination, meaning both members of the team had to be beaten before a fall could count. If one member of a team was beaten, they'd sit out until the next fall began. As a result, La Piedra del Terro losing, they were forced to get the haircut. Sadly, this would be the final match of Love Machine Art Barr. Barr was found dead in his home in Springfield, Oregon, just over 2 weeks later at the young age of 28.
It was probably Chris Benoit. I mean,
The match rated 5 stars by Wrestling Observer newsletter was voted the 4th best match of the year by Observer readers. And then the main event, seen Pero Igawa beating Conan in a steel cage match. This is such a good show. I have watched this quite a few times. It's not on the network. You got to look for it. But the El Hijo del Santo and the Octagon versus Los Gringos Locos, you got to watch that. They need to bring back a 2 out of 3 falls match where it's double elimination. I love that.
That is cool.
And, just so many great talents and all of that. And it was cool that these 3 promotions from 3 different nations could kind of get together and put on this awesome, awesome match.
I love that 3 promotions put it on, and WWE wound up with the copyright for it.
That's WWE for you, ain't it? That is WWE for you.
That's good. Such good shit, Fat Mac.
Very good shit.
And now, post-Halloween, we're full of candy in the house. let's dip into the bag of sweets for this fun-sized Shortage Sentinel. Yes. This week's Ring of Honor show featured Jonathan Gresham versus Tracy Williams in the Pure Title Tournament Finals. Gresham defeated Williams to become the first Pure Title champion since 2006. Along the way, Gresham was able to defeat Wheeler Yuta, Matt Sydal, and Josh Woods. Williams beat Russ Taylor, Fred Yehi, and Jay Lethal on his path to the finals. Gresham is now a double champion, and he also holds the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships with Lethal. The Pure Championship was first created in 2004 and was previously held by wrestlers like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Douglas Williams, and Nigel McGuinness.
I called for Gresham winning.
Yeah, you did.
And I think he fits it perfectly. He's what that title is about. So I have not gotten a chance to watch the final yet. I really want to. I haven't, but I'm so excited for this Pure title to be back. Anybody who's listened to the show knows how giddy I am about this, so I don't have much more to say about it other than congratulations, Jonathan Gresham.
Well, he'll be a good champion.
I think so. Oh, the Pure title, it went, came back, and it would fit perfectly, Pasty, in our comings and goings. Top of the list here, Pac returned via video in this week's Dynamite to deliver a message. A casualty of this rotten world, Pac said. Despite having no one to play with, he's getting faster and stronger as each day passes. And in the background, I could hear a few clips of Eddie Kingston's voice. That's kind of interesting. The European star finished his clip by saying, "Lads, I see everything." Now, Pac has been away 7 months since March due to being stuck in the UK because of the COVID-19 travel restrictions. He had been in the Death Triangle stable with the Lucha Bros, who are now in Kingston's stable, last wrestling on March 11th with Rey Fenix and Penta El Zero M in a win over Joey Janela and Private Party. So I would love to see Pac join Eddie Kingston's
That was such a
stable.
sick video package.
It was fun.
Pac is going to be a monster on his return. And I'm loving that AEW is slowly turning from the land of the small guys to the land where fucking beasts bash and destroy each other. Like, there's some big dudes on the roster. And he might be the shortest, but I think Pac stands head and shoulders above them all when it comes to talent.
Oh, yeah. And he's straight up ripped. Just straight up ripped.
So
and
sick.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think he could get more bulgy. Holy shit.
He would fit, the bastard would fit right in Kingston's stable right now with the Butcher, the Blade, and the Lucha Bros. And, I think his stable needs a name. I wonder what, I hope they're just trying to think of the best name possible, because I worry they're going to come up with something stupid like, I don't know. They could give him the name that Jericho wanted. They could give him the name that Jericho was going to give the Inner Circle and make him the Fist. I'm like the only person in the world who liked the Fist. I guess Jericho also. I like the Fist.
Yeah.
But no, this is going to be fun. We're excited to have him back. He's so exciting to watch wherever he is, whoever he's against.
Man, I can't wait. Like, if Kenny Omega really is, like, coming back into his New Japan style of self, I want Pac versus him like that really badly.
I would love that.
So much can be done here. It's great. One funny thing I caught this week was fans busting him out after his promo package where he said he's been alone and isolated this whole time. And people are talking about how they've seen him at the grocery store.
Right. Pictures of him walking his dog with a friend and stuff.
That's good stuff.
Kayfabe, folks. Kayfabe.
He's no Undertaker.
Right.
AEW has signed indie wrestlers Max Caster and Anthony Bowens to perform as a tag team. Caster and Bowens will allegedly go by The Acclaimed as their tag team name.